The story you are about to see is based on a world facing extinction at the hands of the undead. It is a world where only the dead survive with ease. It can be dark, brutal, and harrowing at times. Join us as we fight to survive against a never-resting, never-stopping, never-ending enemy. Welcome back, everybody, to Zland, Las Vegas. Tonight we're joined by Jesse. Hello. Chloe.
Hi.
Tess.
Hello.
Doodle.
Yep.
Mitch.
Hello.
And Gabe. Hello. Unfortunately, Todd will no longer be playing with us. Matt is away, and Rosie is also away. They will join us in future sessions. When we last left off, our party had just spent the first night in the zombie apocalypse. We started off just like many other Fridays in the D&D session. It ended very well, but then things got bad. We started hearing noises, I heard a lot of traffic, started hearing some bumps and bangs and screams from underneath. Mitch and Jesse went to investigate and were attacked. Mitch got the first kill, and then things got worse. They saw their neighbors get attacked. They chased them up the stairs. Jesse defended, got the second kill, and everyone just kind of settled in for the night, having searched social media and the news and seeing that it was like that everywhere the news was being reported. So this first morning, they wake up to not necessarily a silent world, but a new world. So when we last went, everybody was kind of taking turns going to sleep and on watch, and Todd volunteered to take the last watch. When you all wake up and kind of congregate back in the living room, you see a note. You don't see Todd. The note says, "I had to go. I'm sorry. Stay safe." You go up, one of you goes out and looks on the balcony, and his car is gone. Do with that what you will. But you are all back in, kind of gathered around the living room, and it is a new morning. Throughout the night, you heard gunfire, you heard screams. Those of you on watch heard running back and forth through the rocks, followed by the now ever-present scream. It's not quiet, but the normal noise of the civilization has gone quiet. You no longer hear traffic. You no longer hear the things you're used to hear every morning. The background noise has become such a familiar part of your life. So, what do you want to do?
Is everyone awake right now?
Yes, everybody's awake, and they've kind of gathered back in the living
room. As bad ideas might be, we should probably check around for any survivors.
Honestly, I think a better course of action would be to check that apartment across the way from us and see if there's any supplies. If there happens to be survivors, that's cool, but I'd rather kind of get these two apartments quote-unquote secure.
So, night 2, you just want to go straight to looting?
Why does it have to be at night?
Day 2, morning 1, you just want to go straight to looting?
Bro, there are zombies downstairs. Like, the earlier we get ourselves in a good position, the better we are. That's just my thought process. It's not like we're going to get arrested or anything.
People still might not pass it on as zombies. It's still early on.
Yeah, like, we're not even a full 24 hours of this going down.
You know, if it can only be like this section up here, it might not even affect like any other side of Vegas.
We saw some new stuff, and we saw some people freaking out, but I mean,
I'd like to I kind of jump a little ahead of myself. I apologize.
is power still on?
Yes. Yep. Any lights you left on stayed on throughout the night. I know you closed off most of them. But air conditioning is still running. Things that are plugged in are still producing power.
I'm gonna pull up the TV, put on YouTube, and go look for one of the live streaming news channels and see if there's any updates.
So most of the channels that you flip through are just running kind of the same loop stuff you saw last night. Well, others have just the emergency broadcast, the colored bars, and just got a strolling message saying, stay indoors, stay away from populated areas, stay away from people that might be infected.
I mean, that negates our theory that this is the only area.
Right. Well, we know down is not safe. Last night there were some screams, and the thumping has stopped.
And you remember that there was a runner broke through the sliding glass door downstairs, and you heard like a louder thump, a softer thump, loud thump, soft thump, smash, and you heard kind of a shuffle drag away.
Yeah. So we haven't heard anything from downstairs in a while. That doesn't mean it's clear,
Well, not by any means.
but it means
Speaking
the
of,
situation has changed. If we are going to look someplace, of course, next door is the easiest option, and we should probably knock.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Another reason I would like to look next door is I haven't heard anything next door. So
This is
I'm
true. We
not
haven't heard
concerned.
anything. No screams. We haven't heard any thumps next door.
Yeah.
Nothing. As far as we know, they could be just like us.
We
Pull
haven't
it up
heard
and
upstairs
look her
either.
down.
And it wouldn't hurt to have some allies.
the thing was, yeah, they dropped down to the balcony.
But that was over there.
Yeah, but we don't know if he.
This is true.
Died or not. So I was wondering if I can just look out the balcony if I can see that guy or not. Drop down.
So you go and look out. There's no roll necessary, so you're just looking at the ground, and you can clearly see. Like you didn't necessarily take the time to look last night, but you see where he was. He was there, but there is just a crime scene worth of blood, and you see kind of like a partial drag path going away. Not like a body was dragged, but something was dragged away towards the parking lot. So you just see not like a smear of blood, but blood.
So either he crawled or maybe he turned and he started crawling.
I'll go on the balcony with Jesse. What's the car situation like? Are a bunch of cars missing? Are a bunch of cars there? Are there busted into cars?
So in your parking lot, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the parking lot right here.
It honestly looks.
Because there's our cars, obviously. Well,
you
who
see-
knows? But
Well, you see all of your cars
Right.
minus Todd's.
right.
Like
But like our neighbor's car are there less cars than normal because people got in and maybe tried to drive away in the day or the night? Are there cars that are busted into? Is there any wrecks?
it's
And also just kind of generally looking out for movement out and around.
go ahead and give me perception roll plus 20. You know what you're looking for.
46. That's a success.
So you look out and you see. I mean, you've probably gone out on your balcony first thing in the morning before I know. Just kind of look around, maybe stretch. Hopefully you got dance on. I'm not judging. But you're used to seeing what the normal morning. It's a Saturday morning.
Right.
What that usually looks like. There are a lot less cars than you're used to. It looks more like maybe a weekday where everyone kind of tried to go to work.
That actually might be a really good thing. Means less people here.
Don't see any cars smashed in. You do see some of the cars kind of down, the ones that are underneath the carport, the little awnings. You see some smears, some dark smears down the side of the closest one underneath the awning. You don't see anything broken in, and you see like across the way, across and over behind and to the left of the pool, you see another person on the balcony with binoculars, and they see you and they wave, and they kind of go like this.
I'm pantomiming back.
Okay. They give you like one second. They go like this. And Penn comes back and they go 1 minute. And they go back inside and come up with a big whiteboard and they hold it up and it has a phone number.
Immediately I'll pull it
And
out.
it says text.
Immediately pull it out and type in the number and text.
So
Hi.
you don't hear anything because presumably they're smart enough to put their phone on silent and vibrate.
Right, and we all have our phones on silent.
Yep.
We'll find out if they do.
And do not disturb.
And real quick, you get a text back. What the fuck is going on? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I'll kind of peek my head in the rest of them. Hey guys, This is the most interaction we've had with our neighbors the entire time we was living here.
And all it took was the end of the world.
Guy across the way near the pool in the grill area. He's on his balcony. We're texting. We're gonna try and figure it out. It's daytime. We need to check our cars.
Oh yeah.
We need to get everything out of the cars today. But we need to be super quiet. It's really quiet out there right now. A bunch of cars are gone. Things seem quiet.
I'd like to raise the idea of there is a gun store literally a mile away. Kind of use that to survey the neighborhood / chances are, knowing how gun owners are, he's probably in that store holed up. Maybe we could possibly, maybe he's willing to sell him some things either way, like.
We'll get to that. We'll see what we can do around here.
First things first, we need to assure that if we do attempt to venture further beyond this area, we need to make sure that we're going to be well equipped.
And this could still blow over in a week.
Oh yeah, but
I think we're gonna have a pathway that's not rocks.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll not walk on the rocks. I'll give him a quick text. Your guess is as good as mine. Had some close calls last night with ... the infected ?
So you see the little, like, 3 little dots, and they go away, and they come back, which is always super nice.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you get a response back, and he's like, it's a he. It was a middle-aged white guy, brownish hair, from what you can see from a distance.
Very generic.
Yeah, exactly. Generic citizen number 7 in the credits.
Last name Smith.
First name John. You say, basically says, like, I just woke up, partied hard last night, no idea what's going on, woke up to someone screaming, saw somebody running covered in blood. You're the first person I've seen since I've woke. And then you get another text, like, 1, 2, 2. First person I've seen, quote, in quotes, it says normal, trying to figure out what to do next.
I'll text back. Hunker down for now. We're grabbing supplies out of our car. I haven't sent it yet. He saw us. He saw him too, right?
Yeah. Well, did you go back inside when Mitch came out? You peeked outside to look.
Yeah, I think that he said he was gonna join me.
Oh, so yeah, you're both.
Okay.
Did you stay out there, or did you come back in? Are you just staring at the guy, like texting him?
Nah, I'm essentially standing kind of in between, like passing messages between
Okay.
the group and.
It was more of like, do I say I am hunkering down, or we to like?
He's only seen the 2 of you so far.
Right, but
And,
still,
like-
if I say I, he's like,
And you said you had very little contact with your neighbors, so like he wouldn't intrinsically know that you have more people over.
right,
Or that even more people live here.
exactly. So I'll text him. We're hunkering down. I suggest you do the same. Don't get near any of them if it can be helped.
You text back, will do. Well, you can text on that. He says, will do, period. Sends it, and then next says, if you can think of anything, send me a text. I'll stand by the phone.
Okay.
Okay, smiley face.
And I'll put a contact. I'll put him as a contact. Survivor Tom.
And we're back. Had to make a quick supplier. So you had just gotten your text back, and you're adding Survivor Tom as a contact.
Yes, Survivor Tom. Okay.
So looking back out, you see that he's gone back inside. You see the door slowly closing, and then the blinds slowly closing.
So Survivor Tom, we're gonna build this guy. In case it comes down to loot, and he goes like knuck and futz like everybody else, we know he's got a pair of binoculars, and he says he parties, so he's probably still got some alcohol there, which makes him decent disadvantage. But that's just the fucked up part of my brain. We should focus on getting this stuff out of our cars. I have bungee cords. I have straps. You've got a knife and some tools. We've got a bigger tire iron. We've got supplies galore that we can easily grab and bring up.
Yes.
So I don't know if everyone should go. And what? It's either 4 people go and risk more noise, or a few people go and risk more time.
Well, I can tell you there's not a lot in my course, and mine will be a very quick. Because I've got something useful for if we do decide to like loot, if it does come to that. I've got a bunch of those reusable shopping bags, makes carrying things around easier. I have it. My birth mother was really big into the whole end of the world thing, so for Christmas one year, I got a survival kit that's got like flares, a thermal blanket, and like random things like that.
Perfect. I was just thinking, I would actually really think a flare gun would be badass. But that's just
It's
like,
not a flare gun.
I know, but just the action movie person in me wants to shoot the zombie with a flare gun.
Like
That
a
would be
flare.
fun.
Haha.
Make a fly
Ow.
zombie, yeah. And then I have a flaming zombie ready at it.
Mine definitely is open up my trunk, grab my bag.
Exactly.
I'll probably be grabbing my gloves. That
Yeah.
I have. And
I also have gloves in mine.
They're not the rubber gloves. They're just like.
Do we just want to do, because you want to check your car, I'm sure.
I have water and first aid kit.
We can always just do like 2 at a time. That
Well,
way.
That takes even more time.
That's fair.
Well, I was gonna say if our cars are near each other, 2 of us go, other 2 stand on the balcony and unlock their.
Okay.
And they're
That's
Let's
good
just do
point.
2 then.
basically, and you all, like most Fridays, your cars are you're all parked in the same road.
Yeah.
Right there at the corner. I'm usually the oddball that has to go park like halfway down the street. But you all are parked pretty much smack dab right next to each other.
You can change that setting.
I did.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm willing, but
Just in case someone has to walk on rocks, I have an idea to wear pillows on your feet.
more surface, more noise.
So we probably
Also,
should
just a
not
side-
do the unlocking thing, only because I don't know about you guys' car, but mine makes a noise.
When it unlocks,
Yes. It makes a very loud chirping noise.
give me your keys. Unless you're coming with.
I know I'm going
Ah,
with.
good.
You're coming?
I am.
So,
Do you want to stay up here then?
Sure. Stay up here just in case.
oh snap, the trunk also makes a noise when you open it up,
Even with the keys?
even with the keys.
What about
Because there's only
Yeah,
there's
can
only
you get it
one
to
way.
your back seat?
Yes. Well then, so I might as well come since I'm small enough to crawl back there very easily.
Does it make a noise if you pop the hood?
No.
Disconnect the battery. That way when you use the keys to open the car, it won't make a noise.
That's just more
Well,
time.
except the thing is the only way to pop the trunk. Oh wait, no, it doesn't affect the key fob, does it? Actually, the only way to open my trunk up is to use the key fob.
You have no way from the trunk? From your back seat?
Oh well, yeah, that and pulling the.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
So,
So Matt pipes up and he says, "Gabe, let me have your BB gun. I'll pull over and watch."
he's the best shot out of all of us.
Surprisingly.
So Matt readies himself with the BB gun.
You know that's not going to kill anything, right?
He says, "No, but I could shoot out some windows and try to draw his attention away from us. If I see anything, you'll hear a window get broken."
Are you,
Freaky.
so let's load up. You've got
Environmental sound effects.
That wasn't a mental sound effect. That was the.
Oh, I know. I said environmental sound effects.
Oh.
Neighbor knocking.
Thanks, neighbors.
You want your tire iron back, or are you going to use your lightsaber?
Let's go.
Cool. Do you want the tire iron then, and grab something else?
I've got a bigger tire on in my car.
Okay. Well, until you get to your car, do you want this
Yes, I'll
one?
take the little one.
Okay. Then I'll grab the bat.
You still have all the armaments in your house.
Yeah. But swords are a bit unwieldy to swing in a close quarters.
Also, I'm not trained with them.
And
Well, I can give him a bat I was using. I'll just grab something up here, like one of those
Cast iron
doors
skillet.
or the skillet or something.
Matt begrudgingly gives up his cast iron skillet. So he trades it for the
One
BB
weapon
gun.
at a time.
he can only
If you're
carry
gonna
about
be
one thing at a
Widowmaker-
time. All right. So the three of us will go down.
Alright.
So,
I'll stand outside also with Matt.
okay. So Matt's out. Basically, he's not like sweeping because it's not a sniper rifle. He's just kind of. You're both kind of like kneeling, so you're not like fully exposed on the porch. Just kind of sweeping. Go
Again,
ahead.
the porch wall comes up to your waist.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like they're not just standing full up. They're punched on a little bit. So go ahead and give me perception plus 20.
I'd say we wouldn't leave until they gave us a thumbs up.
Let's see. So perception plus 20.
All right. So you have the belt speakers. Perception plus 20.
Ooh, Bill.
Let me roll on that.
I got 2 distracted by a bird.
So Matt, he looks around. Gives a thumbs up. You don't see anything on it. Matt passed, but he didn't see anything. So it's not a false sense of security. He's like, you guys are good. And there's a horde right around the corner.
I think it's funnier if we don't know.
Yeah, that would actually. You shouldn't tell us whether or not he passes or fails.
Well, it's only because I'm playing as a player character. If Matt was here, you would
Say
know when he
pass.
passed. or failed.
Okay, fair point.
It'd be metagame knowledge, but then I would give a description based on his role. That's the only reason I'm saying that he passed.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's rock with it.
Plus, I don't want to murder you all in like the third episode.
Why not?
Because then I have to start over.
And then our channel becomes a Shadowrun channel. Alright, let's go.
Alright, so the three of you trying to go loud, trying to go soft.
Obviously,
Quiet.
soft.
Quiet.
Roll with some stuff.
I'm also mainly standing
My
outside,
old enemy.
so with my car keys, I can just
Oh,
unlock
sweet. That's 29.
Nice.
You still have, since it's a new session, you all have all your sigils back as well.
Is that a...
70. Oof, I really don't pass.
You can use a sigil.
Yeah.
I
You
succeed.
can always burn a sigil.
Two succeeds.
And you can...
Yeah,
You're going to burn a sigil to reroll?
burn a sigil to reroll.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Nice.
That's
Worse.
even higher.
What'd you roll?
79.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Sorry,
roll
guys.
one lower than your last roll.
so you two go up first, and you're partway down the steps, and
Those steps are noisy if you don't
They
know
are.
how to right?
so you two know this because you live here. Like, they're the types of stairs. They're cement stairs. The type of stairs where if you don't step on them right, they like dong dong echo as you go down. You not being familiar with the apartment, you hit the sweet spot on a stair, and because it's over a hallway, it goes dong, and it kind of reverberates, and you all stop and look back. What do you do?
am I able to do perception after that?
You have
Like, just to see if I like hear
So-
maybe a rock.
so without having to roll, you don't hear you hear that, and you kind of everyone inside hears it as well. And it's more muffled because the door's closed. Everybody kind of like collectively holds their breath, and about 10 seconds pass, and you don't hear anything from it.
Just so you know, I can very clearly hear everything through this door and through this wall.
Oh yeah, no, those stairs are loud.
Right, so you know
I can also
exactly.
hear you talking at the bottom of the stair. I can hear like everything.
So you know exactly what's happened, and you're like, Leslie found the sweet spot on this. She was third off the door.
I'll go down first.
Siege.
I'll step out, give a quick peek,
A quick peek.
a quick
A
peek,
quick pick.
Quick pick.
give a good look around, and then I will follow the sidewalk to that, like, handicap ramp.
Yeah. No, it's still is.
Yeah. My first instinct was to call it something horrible. Go down onto the asphalt.
Okay, as you make it closer to the cars, because you're not like strung super far up, but I imagine you're not all clumped together either. So
Right.
you're taking point. You're following up, and you're third. Okay. So give me perception. So plus 30, plus 20, plus 10. So Mitch plus 30, Taz plus 20.
I'm rolling real good tonight. 25,
I'm gonna burn a sigil and reroll.
19, 16.
16.
That's 2 passes. You get a plus 20 and you still fail?
I rolled like a 78 the first time, so perception.
These dice are in jail.
Pass 48.
Beautiful.
And Doodle, you pass as well?
Yeah.
Awesome. Alright, so you see it
I'm paranoid.
first. Like you're Mitch, you're scanning the parking lot, and you kind of do one of those like stop with your hand motions, and you point out. I don't know why you all are like special forces trained. You're pointing out, and now the two of you look over there. You see it just a second behind he does, and you just a little bit slower, but you see it anyways. It's a car. One of your neighbor's cars. You recognize it, and it has backed up onto the grass, like the back, just looking like he's backing out of the spot. And backed up onto the curb, almost up, not necessarily into the fence of the pool, but very close to it. And you see something splattered on the inside of the car, and you see something moving behind the dark splatter.
But it's pinned.
The car is stopped. It's not moving anymore. It just, you can tell it backed up on the lawn.
Are the doors open?
The doors are closed. The windows are closed.
And it's just something in the car.
Yes, and it's not right outside. It's basically across the road and down, kind of opposite that carport.
Little grass.
Yeah.
So when y'all are doing hand gestures, just for the people watching at home, they're not allowed to explain what their gestures mean. They're not allowed to like go beyond saying a one-word sentence. They can't explain their actions to the other people. They just have to take it for whatever they choose to take it as. Just to add a layer of realism to it. Which makes it really fun.
So I'm going first to my car. Take the keys out. Slide it into the lock. Okay. And lift up my SUV back lid. And I lift up the back panel. And I grab everything. So
Yes, you know what's in your car, and we can go over overall when you get back in your car.
I'll write it down. I walk back to you. So all as quiet as I can be, I'll walk back to you and like tap your shoulder.
I was hoping you would do that, actually. Alright, so
While he's doing that, what are you doing?
I'm just watching.
I am staying the
I'm kind of
stillest
like,
I can.
I'm kind of like peeked around the corner, just kind of like sweeping to make sure.
So you see the car, and there's not like a frantic movement. It's a very
Right. But I'm definitely kind of like continuously
Yeah.
like,
you can't see what's there because the driver's window and the windshield that is actually facing your angle is covered in something on the inside. And
I'm assuming it's blood because I always assume the worst.
probably not. And you see a movement behind it that's very slow moving.
Right. But I mean, so that's really all I'm doing, and I'm just gonna. So now he's tapped me.
Yes.
And
Alright.
I'm gonna stand next to her and just crouch down.
So I'm very
And then
slow.
I'll like gesture like
So I'll very slowly go to my car. Since I can like pop my key in the keyhole, but it makes a loud sound when it opens the trunk, I'm gonna very quietly open my back door.
Okay.
I'm gonna very slowly close it behind me.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna pop the back seats and crawl into it, gather all my recyclable plastic bag. Well, gather my loot, because you said we'll go over it afterwards.
Yeah.
And then I'm not gonna bother putting the back seats back up, but I'm gonna very slowly open my door. Then I'm gonna close it. I'm not gonna bother locking it because, again, that's gonna make a sound. And then I'm gonna sneak back.
Okay. I will go over to my car, and it's going to be a little dicey because my car is older, so it makes lots of clunk noises when I open it and unlock it. But
Ignore me.
I'll let Tess vape.
I need my nicotine, okay?
It's okay. So I'll unlock the front door. And because I have to risk it, otherwise I won't be able to get into any of the other parts, I will unlock the car.
So as you open your door, it does betray its age. And there's a loud, where it kind of catches on the hinge in the older doors like a pop noise. And you're in a mostly open courtyard, mostly open parking lot. There's like that loud metal on metal, like pop. And immediately, you look over at the car, and the motion stops for a second. And then you see a hand kind of clearing through the blood on the window. Just boom. Boom. And then you see a head, a female, a woman's head, hitting the window. You can't hear anything, but it's like biting at the glass and slapping on the glass, but it's very slow. You don't hear any screaming. It's just thump. Thump.
Going. So, you know that red bag I keep in my car? I just put everything into the red bag and I hand the bag to you. I point to her.
Your car is open.
Yeah, my car's open.
And then I'm going to go over to her, over to Doodle, and just wait with her.
I'm going upstairs.
Okay. So
you got my stuff and your stuff.
Yes.
So are you trying to go back slow or fast?
Obviously slow.
So roll me another stealth check, but since you know the path, give me plus 30.
I got all zeros.
That's 10.
Okay, sorry.
You pass. Yep. So you slowly, methodically, knowing where to step, knowing to avoid the stairs, you're not keeping any rocks. You make your way back up to the apartment. You come inside.
Yeah.
All right. So while they're doing this, while everyone's doing this, what are the rest of you doing?
Well, I was being out there. I was trying to look out, see if we can go to my car. I was just unlocking my personal car. Just make look when I unlock it.
So will you try to get their attention and point at your car or anything like that?
Yeah.
All right. So you see, looking around while you're doing things, you see Jesse like holding up the keys to his car, like indicating, grab my car.
And just unlock it.
You hear the loud like thump, like pop of the metal door opening, and you see Matt tense up next to you. He's not pointing at anything, just from the noise. You see him kind of looking around, still holding the BB gun, and he pumped it before he came up, so it's ready to go. It's got a BB in the chamber, 1 of 5. What do you want to do? Like you just heard that like kunk, and you see everyone kind of down there.
It's okay. It's okay. Just keep a lookout, stay focused. Just try to keep them safe.
All right. So, you want to do that? You waiting?
I'll just be watching the window, make sure the other door doesn't move.
What about the other side?
Probably just wait.
Just what?
Just wait.
Just wait. So you make your way back up, and you're down there still
With her.
with and you see Jesse like,
Yeah.
And you understand once you go to his car, she's already made it back. You still haven't heard anything other than it's not like a rhythmic thud. It's
Right.
not keeping beat or anything, but it's like boom, and it's not loud, right?
Right.
It's just dumb.
It's just like, oh, hey, there was something maybe tasty that way. Like, it's not actively trying to break out yet.
Well, roll me insight.
Intuition.
Yes.
This isn't D&D.
Insight plus
Intuition.
intuition plus 10. So you're not sure why it's not acting the way you've seen that.
Right. I'm just going to assume it's because we're not loud enough to get its full attention yet. So, your car's open.
Get all my stuff, wrap it up in one of my tarps, get it out of the car.
Okay.
Gently close the door, just not worrying about whether or not it's latched or anything, but just closing it.
It does not pop when you plug it first. You worked its sneak out on the way.
I'll just point to you, point to the stairs, and then I start walking towards your car.
So,
Yeah, and you pop the trunk, right?
yeah, I'm just doing it.
That's lift it up, and everything's in a bag, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So essentially, am I able to explain like what he sees in there, or?
Yes. So basically, if you would have conveyed that before he went down, but you can also say, you probably say, hey, grab this, but you explain what you see when you walk into it.
Right. I open up your trunk. What do I see?
And you essentially see the black gray tool bag.
Right.
You see my gray ratchet set.
Right.
And everything's in the tool bag, or there's also that ratchet set. Yeah, that's it.
All right. I'll grab the bag, put it on the ratchet set, grab the set. I'll leave your trunk open.
Take from that what you will.
I'll lower it down a little bit. Let's go back upstairs.
Because my card doesn't. You actually have to slam it down.
So same with her. It was stealth plus 20? 30. Stealth plus 30. Because you know where to start.
3.
Nice.
So you start.
I failed one roll so far.
So you start to make your way back, and you're about halfway between the parking lot and the stairs, and you hear from behind you from the car. Just one solid car horn honk.
I'm
And
bolting.
you're already upstairs.
I am. I didn't have to roll to go up the stairs.
You made it.
Take it.
Okay.
Just, why do you have to be like that kid that tells the teacher, what about our homework?
It's okay. The plot, you carried you up the stairs.
Yeah.
So, like I said, you're about halfway, and you hear bang, and then you hear the telltale scream coming from over, basically across the lawn from it, kind of to the left of Survivor Tom's house.
2 stairs at a time.
Roll, give me athletics to see how fast you
I'd like to think you literally made that face too as you ran up.
I will burn sigil.
I'm just gonna be like that.
That wasn't a party member, it doesn't count. Rosie's not
I'm
into
thinking
it.
Matt's like freaking out.
That's a success.
Okay.
15.
So you're up on the balcony. You see.
Yes, please tell me what
Mitch-
made this. Ah!
It's just being very. You're like, close it slowly. He's like, good to go. Everything's fine. Makes half a back. And because you can kind of see the back end of the car from your angle, you don't see the blood and everything. You just see a car parked on the lawn, which is weird. It comes from that general area, and you hear that. And both you and Matt immediately see a figure tearing ass from over the other side of the car towards the noise.
Mhm.
And Matt takes aim.
I'll tell him to shoot another car further away, not at the zombie. I don't think it's gonna.
And he does. And this is like max pumps. So he takes aim, and you hear of a car 3 cars down from the noise. And you see the zombie like hook towards the noise real quick. And you hear dum, 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 of Mitch pounding his way up the stairs. And he comes in the door. Behind him,
Close. Lock.
snake lock. You two are still on the balcony. The zombie is curved out of sight.
When you tell him, just get down, just. I'll just
I
work
mean,
back like everyone in.
as soon as I would go, just get in.
Just grab
So you
Matt,
come back
like,
inside.
Come on.
Matt's like, you grab him. He does like, yeah.
I got another shot.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. Come on.
So he's down to 4 BBs. Make sure
I'm
you
just
mark
gonna
that down on your ammo list.
Slowly close the.
So you close by and you close the list. So let's go over your loots and make sure you're keeping track. You should have individual loots, and it would be a good suggestion to have party loots as like a scribe to keep track of your general supplies.
I got the notebook already.
Alright.
Mitch, text the guy and let him know what just happened about the
Okay. I'll shoot him a quick text. Everything's fine. Don't peek. Don't make a noise. So,
Hello. 20 seconds later, you see like the thumbs up emoji.
Takes him back the it's the closed like crying face like
Oh.
and that's it. I'll put the phone away. Alright, so I've got Survivor Tom written down. What all so ratchet set?
Yeah.
Do you know like the specific number of ratchets in case it's important for something down the line?
It's
We'll just it's your generic like
Just
not
go
the
and
little
put
set.
two
It's
of
like the
them, 'cause I
big
also
set,
had
you
one.
know, for like cheating tires and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Ratchet set times 2.
Because I also have a
Hi,
ratchet
Rosie.
set.
You're still alive.
I definitely got my knife in there.
Right. Big ass knife.
Bowie knife.
It's like straight up Rambo. Oh, it's like a straight up Rambo knife.
It might actually be the knife that Crocodile Dundee pulled out when he's
You
like,
pulled
"That's
that knife.
yeah."
He's annoying.
I swear, I think I just saw that movie and I said went to the Amazon. I was like, I need to get
It's
one.
a great movie. It's timeless.
So big ass knife, ratchet set.
There's a couple of random tools in the bag. It's just like pliers.
Yeah,
General-
tool bag.
My
General
gloves are in
bag.
there with some grip, so I will be putting those on so I can just have better grip on it. So
I'm just writing down everything right now, and we can divvy it out. And I'll remove it from the list.
Yeah.
That's everything from your thing.
yes, I should.
Okay. My car had a small ass tire iron, probably smaller than yours. Small tire iron, 3 crank straps with the hooks,
Oh,
some rags, permanent markers, a car jack, the bag I put everything in, and I have a bell in my car, like a ring bell. It's currently stuffed with cotton, so
Nice.
nothing's ringing in it. But if for ever anything reason, now I've got a ding.
Nice.
so I've got
Water
like
for D&D.
20 reusable bags. And then you already put the ratchet set. And then I also have I'll just call it my doomsday kit because that's what she called it. It's a hard plastic case. Inside is a heavy duty flashlight.
Like the mag lights.
Yeah,
Nice.
like a mag light. Thermal blanket. There's a multi-head screwdriver. There's a flare. And then there's
So you meant like medical supplies, like basic first aid kit type?
I-
yeah, there is a basic
And I have
first
the
aid
bungee
kit in
cords.
there.
Yep, you got bungee cords. So there's basic first aid.
There is a very basic first aid.
Right. Yeah, like it's got
Uh,
something antiseptic, a couple gauze bandages.
and well, no, I'm not gonna put the last name 'cause it's not gonna be relevant. There's a random roll of toilet paper.
Hey, this is the zombie apocalypse. You
Toilet
never
paper's
know.
important.
That could be
Yeah.
a good trade commodity. And shit goes sideways.
Literally.
Yeah. And then I've got a car jack in there as well. That goes with the tire iron.
Yeah.
And,
I'm assuming you have a car jack as well?
Or do not.
Okay, so just times 2 car jacks.
and then I got my leather gloves, but I just put that in my inventory because that's funny.
What I grab out of you?
We have
I got a trunk.
2 tarps. 2 nice
Like
big.
the blue tarps?
Yeah, like the blue tarps. One's brown, one's blue. They're just nice, useful things. A quart of water, a big ass tire iron that's like this big and it's in a T formation.
Okay. Yep.
Oh,
It's got probably the screwdriver end and then the socket end.
Yeah, it's one of those big bad boys. A small first aid kit from AAA.
Smart, times 2 for our first aid kits.
Then a big flashlight, but not a heavy duty one, just lightweight but big bright flashlight. And another one of those multi-head screwdrivers.
So everybody's back in. You got your boots. So you two are back from the porch. Chloe gave them. They're back in. Is there anything you wanted to do or suggest?
I like the idea of hunkering down here still until we know that this isn't or is blowing over or whatever.
Right.
If we need extra supplies, I do know my mom's house. She bought a fuck ton of survivor meals.
That is also
MREs.
a good distance away.
It's about 15,
Yeah,
20
well,
minute
that
drive.
saying like in future reference.
Right. Is there anything out of our haul that anyone wants to take personally right now? Like your gloves. Do you want those right now?
I'm glad I don't have those on.
I want to take one of the multi-head screwdrivers. It's a good thing if
You're just gonna keep it in your pocket.
Okay.
Like if we're not going anywhere, there's no need to carry more than what we need.
never mind.
I'll take my knife.
Big ass knife.
And that has like belt loop straps on it.
Yeah.
Right. And so if you want to, you can strap it on so it's not just something you have to hold. Like I know when I have my machete strapped to my
I'm just so used to
Cool,
D&D
yeah,
a lot.
that's what belt loop.
Yep. So you can attach it if you want.
Are you using your big ass tire iron now?
Yes, I'm going to be using my big ass tire iron.
You cannot strap that to your belt.
I'm not
Because you
going to
don't have
strap
a
it.
belt. Because you're wearing yoga pants.
I'm not wearing yoga pants. And when we first started playing, I was not wearing yoga pants either.
Sure.
I was wearing belt looped pants. I just did not have a belt. Regardless, I wasn't going to strap a tire iron to
I mean,
me.
it'd be interesting to watch you do that.
Okay. Everything else, we have a full-on emergency kit with your mag-light gloves, flares, all that kind of stuff. We have 2 first aid kits, very basic. Got the tarps, 2 car jacks, 2 full ratchet sets. So that'll all just be set aside for now. I say after that, take an hour, everyone be quiet. In an hour, we'll peek out. If there's still activity, wait another hour. Keep this up until we don't see any movement, we don't see anything like that. And then we play Who's Our Neighbor. Sound good to everybody?
In the meantime, I'm going to go to my room. I've got like a military style backpack with a drawstring top on what I have it out for to put all the stuff in.
Yep. I'm gonna go grab my the black steel K-bar knives that the Marines use and go and loop that into a belt.
Oh, I remember when I got to hold one of those.
They
was
get the blood
working-
groove on it, so when you stab
They
somebody,
do. It really does, though. It actually has that.
it removes the suction, so when you pull it out, it's literally called the blood groove. So when you pull it out, it doesn't get stuck. And the
Yeah,
ratchets are so you can stab and you can go like this and ratchet your way to the
What
organs.
weapon did you have?
My giant tire iron?
No, before.
The little tire iron.
A little tire iron. I got the knife. I don't
Now
want
you
to
have a
just.
tire iron plus 2.
I just don't want to use the knife.
I might get a little crafty right now.
Okay. What do you want to do?
With those bungee cords, just I don't.
You can ask before you do it. You're just like,
Yeah,
yoink
yeah.
mine, bitch.
I would see him like grab it. Just, what are you doing?
So I want to fashion a temporary slingshot out the balcony, so we don't keep pumping and wasting bees. Maybe grab a handful of rocks, bungee the balcony, and just shoot a rock to make noise further away.
Okay.
I know it's just a cord. I will try to. That's why I wanted to fashion like maybe a pad, like how slingshots.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying to like. I mean, I have some rags. They're like cut up T-shirt kind of rags, like some real thick stuff.
But like just enough, like maybe like we have all these guys, obviously, you see them right there. And just,
I want to see one of you use a sigil to like bullseye a zombie with a D20.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
just
Go
a
ahead.
temporary one, just have it out here, just in case we want to
Okay. Go ahead and take one of the
So
cords.
give me broadcast plus 30. It's a simple enough instruction. This is just see how long it'll take to make it and how many shots it'll last.
6.
So pass with a 6. All right. It doesn't take you very long. You just kind of hook it to a couple things out there with 2 ends. You fold the cloth over on itself.
Gorilla glue the cloth.
Yeah. And
We do
then
have Gorilla Glue.
you poke a couple holes in it so you have a makeshift slingshot. Give it a couple pullbacks.
Yeah.
It's not a very loud. It's just like.
Yeah. It's just something I can shoot.
Yeah.
Across.
All right. So you now have a makeshift slingshot off the back punch,
Hell yeah.
like a porch ballista.
I like
Since
to call it the diapole.
With dipole on it.
since I can't think of anything else right now to use, I'm going to grab. You'll watch me go back into the room, and I come back out with my master sword.
Nice.
In its sheath, the sheath is wood, like solid wood.
Ooh, nice.
I'll grab another one of those bungee cords and bungee cord the sheath to the hilt, so it will stay on a little easier. But that'll bludgeon for a bit until... No, fuck that. That's way too heavy. I'll grab one of the training kendo blades. Okay. Don't have to worry about a hilt flying off. It's bludgeoning, wrapped in tape. That's my grab.
So you said you're just gonna have it near you, or you're actually gonna try to like?
Well, I'll just hold on to it for now.
Okay.
They're like
I mean,
long.
Yeah, there's one that's like this long.
So the thing is, like, you have a bunch of stuff around your house. Like, you have belts. You have. I'm sure there's rope somewhere in this house. I won't ask why. But I'm sure there's rope somewhere in the house. Like, if you wanted to make some sort of like shoulder sling, literally, your imagination is the limit.
I have the bandolier that has a sheath on it. So yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'll feel like, even in this situation, I still feel a little like nerdy walking out with my like shoulder pauldron like bandolier with a sheath.
Because me walking out with a lightsaber and walking around isn't. Yeah.
So just for quick explanation,
do you want me to use it as a club, so a medium weapon, and then the knife being a light weapon?
Kind of like how your lightsaber is kind of like a quarterstaff.
Yeah.
So just for quick explanation, basically they can use anything in their army currently or in their cars currently as their gear. So if he had a set of chainmail, he could wear it and get armor on his torso. Same thing with like rollerblade padding, football padding, anything they have, they can actually use in game. And they'll between episodes, they show me the items they actually do have these things.
You know what would make an interesting improvised weapon? Leash.
Be a whip or a garrote, or even like put a rock on the end of it.
Or you can what? What's a garrote?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Piano wire.
That'd be a really shitty garrote, but you could strangle a zombie out of it.
Yeah.
Not that would. I mean, we don't know if that would actually be effective, but I can't
Hey,
imagine.
if their
it,
flesh
right?
is rotted
Hey,
away,
I don't want to
cut
be
their
close
head
enough.
off with
I
it.
don't want to be close enough to find
Yeah,
out personally.
I'll give you whoever wants to go test it out for science. I'll give them the decision.
No, thank you.
Do not tempt me.
Where's that? What happened to that corpse that was downstairs? When that I finished?
Oh yeah, did we step over Miss Molly?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So yes, apologies. She was still there. Now, for narrative purpose, would one of you have drug her out of the way? Because
That's
Yeah.
gonna make a lot of maybe under the stairs.
we'll just say just
Okay.
out of the way, so you're not having to like leap over every single time.
Can we just say, I'll drag her out under the stairs and I'll pat her down?
Okay.
Is she in just like normal clothes, or did I
She's
get
wearing-
chased by a chicken and Teddy?
She's pretty much wearing like her nightgown because it was nighttime
Okay.
when you died. She's
Okay.
she's just wearing a nightgown.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna thoroughly search anything there, so
No one's judging,
I'm judging me.
and you see still, you know.
I don't care about zombie titties. Let's
No,
go.
no, no, no. No, different demographic. We're not.
Hey,
not.
fellas.
We're like, you still see. I don't care what I still
We're
see.
not
on the
broadcasting
the
to the dark
Demonetized.
web.
Demonetized.
No, you still see the downstairs neighbor kid like, through the glass where you can see. Like he's still there, still dead, still dead. Like that square.
If I'm the only one around, because again we talked about this, my mind's a fucked up place. I just looked at him, just hang around for a while, go back upstairs.
And all three of you, as
Hang
you
in there, kid.
were making a break for it, roll me. I'll say it wrong probably all night. The insight,
You did.
intuition.
You know what he meant.
I am definitely.
Nope.
Well,
So this is just to remember something that you saw when you're running back up the stairs.
nope. Nah.
Okay.
Never mind.
I saw nothing. Nope.
Running.
Fear paralyzes me in the brain.
I saw her up in the balcony.
You wouldn't have seen it.
It's one of those like, is it player knowledge or me knowledge? Because like, would I have seen that balcony window busted?
That was the inside roll. But yeah,
But I mean, you bringing up the roll is what made me like, what could we have
Think about
seen? So I did fail. So if you're like, no, I don't
all right.
recall,
So actually,
it's your choice. I'm willing to be like, I didn't see.
so same roll you made plus 20.
What?
Would you, no, same
Oh.
like take. So the three-
Oh, God, no. I still fail.
So Doodle, Tess,
That's.
Would you have passed with a +20?
Oh hell no.
I would have by 1.
Okay, perfect.
What's your intuition?
47.
Oh,
So, because you all heard the smash, that you were all awake, I forgot that happened before you went to bed. So on the way back, like these two are they're booking it for the stairs because they know where to step. You're just like general awareness on running. You see the balcony downstairs smashed inwards. Like you see blood, and this is just like quick flash. Like you see blood, and you see also like a smear of blood over because there's like a railing. Right?
Yeah.
You see a smear of blood over it. It kind of trails off the other, like that way. So you would have quick noticed it, but it was one of those like, yep, some shit happened. Making up the steps.
Okay.
Or no, you weren't running. You were.
Yeah.
You were still. It's like you see it like, oh, ugh. But now it kind of clicks in your head. You can share the knowledge if you want, or you can do it. Because everybody was in here when it happened.
Yeah.
You just saw a positive visual confirmation of what happened.
So on my way back upstairs, I saw that the glass door downstairs was busted.
that's sort of what we heard, so that checks out. Okay. Well,
Not too shocking.
are we gonna wait? Is our hour past during all this?
I mean, so in that hour, like you kind of got your sword going.
Straight.
Right. So you made the bungee cord and you put the belt on. Is there anything the rest of you wanted to do while you passed that out? You're all kind of just skulking around the house being quiet. Is there anything you wanted to do to gear yourself up, take care of things?
Like grab that bag and put all the loot that we had into that bag.
Okay, so that's the party bag.
Well, I don't know if all that will fit in my bag.
It's a pretty big bag.
That's a lot of shit. 2 full ratchet sets, emergency kits, first aid kits.
My ratchet set is like this big.
Mine is not.
Okay, my ratchet set.
If we want to make a quick bug out bag, we can throw the emergency kit, the quart of water, the smaller flashlight, your tiny tire iron.
I mean, it's a big bag.
Right. Like, we'll later, between things, like, we'll build a quick bug out bag for everything that'll go in there. So that's just what's in there. So once we have a pack, like, I can grab index cards and, like, this is this bag.
Perfect.
You have this bag. I have this bag. Just so it's easier, so we're not, like, a million micromanage things.
That's fair.
I
Okay,
was gonna
that's
say
fine.
like, yeah, the two separate bags, one for like shorter trips,
Yeah.
and one for major trips.
Yeah, and like eventually we'll get like bug out bags, which are we're leaving now. This has
It's
the
already
essential
packed,
stuff.
Okay.
Gabe, is there anything you want to do while they're passing out, or just kind of?
I'll grab my metal bat that I have in the room.
Right.
I don't really have any like.
So Matt, and while after Matt comes back inside, he goes to hand you the BB gun. Like, do you want this back, or do you want me to just keep using it, or he's like 4 BBs, make them count.
You have your giant statue.
One time use.
So you have your back.
Don't give it to me or him. We'll drop.
Is there any other gear that you can think that you'd want to grab? So things, general survival situation, you probably want like a backpack to carry things in, clean underwear, stuff like that. In case, again, shit goes sideways. And this is just general purpose. Y'all can
I do have
use your imagination.
my smaller work bag that I take to work. I can empty out. Uses a quick, like scouting bag. I have another satchel bag and a full backpack as well. Empty out.
Quick side note: I will give somebody, probably you, since you seem to be the only one without a real weapon.
A knife!
I'm gonna give you the broken training sword. It's about that long, so it's way easier to
Longer
swing.
than my knife!
It is longer than your knife, and it'll be easier to swing.
Take the knife at the end of that.
Should make it fun and straight.
A little bit.
All the
It's more range and bludgeoning.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
You are the alien going, no, stop.
Gee.
You did the best you could.
I didn't.
No problem.
It doesn't matter. guessing we're sort of paused.
Okay, so the hour passes, and go ahead. Sorry, I forgot to ask. What did you want to do?
I don't know if I would want to put it on, but I would always have it like in the living room. I have a leather bodice thing. I don't know. It's not a corset. It goes over my shoulders, covers all my back, goes down.
I mean,
but it's
leather's
like
good.
real leather.
Okay.
It's leather armor.
Okay. Hey, honestly, it would
It's
literally
fantasy. No, it actually is leather,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like
it better be for how expensive
and
that thing was.
that would be considered a light armor. Like
Yeah.
in all reality, that would be considered light armor.
Yeah.
As long as it's fantasy armor though, so as long as they don't attack any vital
I know.
region up here.
It
Like-
covers to here.
It's tier 3
Exactly.
armor, so your
I
cleavage
have the
is fully
sunburn
exposed.
still. As to where it covers and not. Either way, I'll have that laying around just in case
Okay.
I need to.
Yeah. For the
leather up.
purpose of the videos, you're going to need to wear that every episode.
Okay.
Breaking the
Cosplay,
views.
cosplay is totally cool with me. You guys want to just like not shower for a month and let your beards grow out? Totally in character. I
So
love it.
next time, if any of us lose a like eye or limb or something,
No.
I'm expecting iPad.
I gotta get an eye patch. Like,
Yes, for sure. That actually sounds pretty
if
fun.
one of us gets set on fire, I expect to see you partially shaved.
So I lose my right and left eye.
You guys could just partially shave
Oh, I'm not-
Gabe, and I can make it happen in the story.
There,
Alright, so the hour
it's good
passes.
for morale.
The hour passes.
I'll go out and take a peek.
Alright, so you slowly go out to the balcony. Matt is going to creep along next to you.
Before I take a quick peek, I'll text Survivor Tom. You good? Question mark.
He said, again, pretty quick. He's like, after the beat and the screaming and the glass breaking, that thing peeked out my bedroom window. It's sent, and you see a picture. She sends a picture of the thing, the infected zombie. He sends like a short, I guess it's more like a video. Seen it again, but nobody actually sends gifts. So it's just a video of it, like running up to the car and looking around, and you see it. Like you see it sniffing around, and it just takes off back in the direction it came from. Like more towards his apartment, but like to the side.
That's fucking unsettling.
He's like, don't know what the hell's going on.
You can smell it.
I will
I can smell you.
Share the video to our group chat with the I hate you so much, with the tagline "It can smell you," and then I'll take my peek.
Alright, so you can go outside. Go ahead and be perception plus 20.
That is a 4.
Alright,
Really
so
fan-fucking-tastic.
success. So you look. You're
I
not
wish I could
just
roll this good for actual D&D.
like you're not just looking. You're also listening.
Yeah.
Because
I do roll about this little.
screams equals badness.
Right.
Generally, that's a general good rule. Screaming equals badness.
Right.
You don't hear anything close by. Like you still hear the occasional like pop 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 of gunfire, and you hear some sirens in the distance. You hear some like police sirens or something like that. Just kind of the same noises you've been hearing. General background noise, kind of. You don't hear anything close or anything that sounds like it's close. I mean, the gunfire you've been hearing, and it kind of sounds like the 4th of July, or maybe like the 3rd of July, when
Okay.
people are randomly setting off fireworks in
Yeah, but
anticipation of.
I don't see Screamer.
No. You don't see or hear.
From where I am, do I still see Cargill?
So from that angle, you only see the back of the car. But there hasn't been another haunt since.
Right. I don't see any busted windows or anything like that.
Not from your angle. Basically, it looks the same as when you looked out this morning. Like nothing's really changed.
I'll pat Matt on the shoulder, just keep an eye out. I'll go back in. Who's ready?
Matt says, does anyone here have any walkie-talkies?
Get some hands, maybe a really long string.
He's like,
Just love that one.
are Are you really gonna make cup phones?
I have no idea.
If we do, it's a quick way to talk without really going, yes, see anything?
I'm picturing just down the line, we all have one, and it's just this like net of string between us.
Just like a beautiful mind's land of yarn. Hey guys, you're there. It's like going across the room. So Matt just kind of shrugs and he says, "Oh, if you're gonna go outside, I'll keep a lookout. I can shoot out another window if I need to."
I'll go inside. Just ready to go see if we have a neighbor.
I'm gonna go to Matt and tell him if it's quieter, I'd recommend using a slingshot. Versus the
Good point.
gun.
So he leans the BB gun up in the corner. He actually comes back inside and he grabs his dice from D&D. And he's kind of like,
It's okay. He stole most of them from us.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He kind of, you see him kind of sort through them in his palm, and he's setting aside like the looser one or the lighter ones, and he like picks up the heavy ones and he kind of pinches it, gives a couple pulls back.
Can I retcon or like double back for a second? Something that would be very useful that I just remembered. I'm gonna pull out my dash cam and the cable for it out of the car.
Okay.
So I've got that.
Okay.
All right, cool. Just
That's
that
fine.
out there.
You said you wanted to test something?
I need out though.
What's up?
Well, if it's long enough, we can get off the top of the stairs.
Are we gonna test this out?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
You want me to make a side video for it for the recording?
I am completely okay with real life for science. So
You want me to record it for the video and I'll send it to you?
Because he's going outside.
yeah, no, that's okay. We'll just like he's gonna give us an affirmative. He has a doggy gate essentially, and he's gonna see if it's wide enough to block off the top of the staircase. So and that's one of the best things about this game is literally anything that you can think of in real life because it's set right now. They can do. So
Waiting for our
is it
neighbor to like
MacGyver? I
come
don't
out and be like,
know. If the neighbor comes out, I'm gonna be thoroughly confused.
Feel like it's for your kids.
But anything they can think of, in reality, they can actually do. So it kind of adds an extra fun layer to try to think outside the box to ensure they're
If we
sure.
put like padding between one of the ends, yes.
Okay.
something to keep in mind.
So without going extra steps, the doggy gate will not keep out zombies. There's not a zombie gate yet.
I just think it's funny how a zombie downstairs almost busts through the door in reverse. And then he has to die.
No,
It's okay.
If anything, it just makes a shit ton of noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's a little funny.
but it's good. Thinking outside the box, just like in a real life survival situation, could really be the difference between life and death. So we have for science, the dog gate does not work in the downstairs. So you have your dash cam and the cable. Matt is outside on Overwatch when anyone is going out. What do you want to do first?
I'm going to we have an extra extension or power surge thing. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
like-
that with the dash cam and I'm gonna rig it up to where it's kinda like recording outside on the balcony.
Okay. Are you gonna hook that up to the TV? Does it have HDMI or what are you hooking it up to?
Yeah, I've got it right here. No, I'm just hooking it up to keep it plugged in.
Oh, to charging it. Okay, I thought you were gonna hook it up as like a.
No,
security
it doesn't have anything for that.
It's this Happy Meal, okay?
Literally anything we've got.
Just in case you do want it, I did record it, so
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
I sent it to you.
Record the failure.
Yeah, well, it's not a total failure. We know that it can be done with some setup.
I'll go with knocking. If someone wants to tag along this time.
Oh, I am with you 100%, my dude.
I'll be.
Because I know it, I don't want it to seem like, just, I'll do this and I'll do that. But, like, I will literally go nuts if I just sit here during all this.
Also, we don't want to crowd it too much just in case shit goes bad. So,
I'll just sit at the top of the stairway so I can just watch out.
We're going there. Next
Well,
door.
still, if you guys decide to go in,
so max.
Okay.
So
Got a tier iron.
you arm yourselves up. And
I will test the door first, just pull the handle.
it opens. Well, it doesn't. Like you tell
Right.
it going to
It's
work.
unlocked.
It is unlocked. Yes.
I don't know if that's a good sign or not. God, they have more kids.
Go ahead and give me a perception check plus 20.
Oh, yay.
Who all is outside?
If you can't handle this, go back in.
The three of us.
Okay, so plus 20, plus 10, plus 10.
I'd be looking out the open side window like this.
How?
It's statistically, I have rolled more under 10 than there are numbers from 1 to 10.
I have
That's a
hella
9.
failed.
Okay.
35 plus 10, 45. No, I don't.
Okay, so you two don't hear or see anything.
And it was the nice, slow, just turn of the handle.
Right. I'm saying you know that it's unlocked, so you put your ear to the door. Nothing from inside there. There's still the noises in the background. You hear nothing from the apartment.
Just ketchup, my bite.
Just
Ketchup.
off screen so that nobody else can see
Just
it.
like a ketchup.
It's tactical ketchup.
But only the ketchup.
Tactical catch.
Precision ketchup.
Precision engagement. Exactly.
So
You hear,
I'll keep that in mind for a zombie encounter. Just squirt it on the floor real quick.
So you hear no noise, no response to you moving the latch.
I don't want to be in the way, but I do want to be
You
someone
can look out that window.
Yeah, but just in case a quick run has to happen or something, I want to probably I guess
leave this door open.
So say unless you all say we close the door behind us, it's open.
But I just want to keep in case he has to run in and so he's chasing him behind. I want to be able to be there until I can try to stop it.
Okay.
So
you want to be outside on the balcony as well?
More in here.
Okay. So
just in case I have to slam
you
the
have
door.
the door. You have the door wide open, and you're standing there so that you have an angle that you can actually see down the stairs. You can see a little shred of the courtyard.
Yeah, I want to just have
And
my
she's actually looking through the window, full on downstairs. So between the two of you, you cover the full egress point.
Yeah.
Or
I want to have
egress
my knife out just in case and prepared. Get ready for the worst.
All right.
So you're poised at the door, the handle all the way turned down, and you don't hear anything from inside.
I look at you. Kids. Good for this.
Let's do this.
Slowly open and just kind of peek enough to maybe get. Oh, that sounds bad. I'll get my chest and head in. And just get it good. I was just my head, and
Just
my
the
luck
tip.
is some zombie charges, and there's me.
So I'm going to assume that their apartment is the mirror of yours.
That's
Just fair
Yeah,
assumption.
fair assumption.
Probably.
It is.
It's like
At this point, we're just. Oh yeah, you've been in there.
oh, right.
The old roommates.
Oh yeah.
So you can see, and because you peek in and the blinds are open. It's morning, so it's sunlight's about.
Right.
At this point, it's probably 9:30 in the morning. So
Right.
sun's nice enough, nice and sunny. Beautiful day for the zombie apocalypse.
Nice 103
It
degrees.
is 103 degrees, yes, on this Saturday, July 15th. High of 103. It's probably only in the mid 80s right now.
June.
It is June. Not bad, dudes. Correct. Already next to 100.
It's July right now.
Well, you
In
guys have been
game.
asleep for a month.
we're
Just wake up.
So it's
we're
Anyway.
recording a month in advance, obviously. Clearly.
By the time this airs,
by the
it's gonna
time
be accurate.
By the time we get editing and posting it.
He did
So-
say this was after the straw campaign.
So you slice the pie and you look in and the light's streaming in. It doesn't look like the place has been ransacked, like someone burgled it, but you can tell stuff has definitely been gone through. It's not chaos. Stuff's not tipped
Right.
over, but drawers are open. There's things on the ground. You don't see. You basically if you're looking in your apartment, you can see this whole
Yeah.
area, and the TV's still there. It
Um,
doesn't look like the place has been robbed. It's been gone.
if that's what I see, then I'll open the door fully, all the way, to where it's resting against.
Yep.
That. I look at you. Look in.
few seconds. Nothing.
I look back to you. Get the okay symbol.
Okay. I want to stand up because I want to see Jesse and Flo looking. That might see. Yeah. So I'm
You
gonna.
see me give the okay.
I'm gonna sit up and I'm just gonna like.
Chloe
as you guys
brings the
going,
open.
I'm just gonna like chill in the doorway in case
Yeah.
I need it.
And I will make my way in.
Okay.
First thing I will do is what you should always do, and that's sweep and clear.
Yeah.
So I peek into the kitchen.
Clear. Again, pretty much the same. Cupboards are open.
Right.
There's things out on the counter.
Mental note to check the refrigerator.
And for expedience's sake, you go room to room, slowly, carefully. There's nobody there.
Okay.
No, there's no bodies, no blood, but you can tell in each room things have been packed in a hurry.
Okay.
It's safe to assume they bugged out.
I'll let you know. And, for expedience's sake, I'll go back and I'll just peek in. They're gone. They're gone. There's nobody. They're not dead gone. There's just nobody there.
Okay.
They packed and they boogied. So we can check around for maybe some small stuff, but I'm still not comfortable full on rate like sacking until we know.
Well, we don't have a lot of food in here. It's safe to say if they bugged out, we can probably get their food if they want it.
We'll see. We've got some food.
Worst case scenario, we know that we can get in there, and that we'll be able to go in if they don't come back and take what they do had.
And at that point, we are going to go ahead and wrap it up for today's episode. So our survivors they survived the first night, and their first day. They encountered the undead and got lucky. And they know that there's at least some freedom and at least a sense of security close to home. So what they do with that, we'll have to wait until the next episode. Until then, stay alive.
Just wait 5 minutes for a burger.